Okay, so today we'll be setting up Flutter on Mac OS. Diskrot, our backend, is written in Dart, and the web apps that connect to the backend are written in Flutter. Now, you could use any programming language of your choice, but since we're using Flutter and Dart, this presentation will be in Flutter and Dart. So on my Mac, I do not have Flutter installed. So today what we'll be doing is just installing Flutter and getting our dev environment set up to do development. So the first thing you'll want to do is go to GitHub /Flutter to check out the latest version of Flutter. And if you're not familiar with that process, you're going to come over to here to where it says code and just copy this URL. Okay. And then within terminal, we're going to do git clone and then just paste that command. And that will check out the repo to our local environment. Okay, cool. So Flutter is now downloaded. And we can do an lsla. We can see our Flutter directory here. We're going to need to add this to the path. So to add that to the path on Mac OS, we can see that there's documentation on docs.flutterdart.dev, and we're installing for Mac OS. And we want to, as it says here, open or create this file here. So let's just copy that. Go back to our terminal, do vi, paste that over there. You might already have an existing file. If you do, you'll look for the path variable and update that, or add a second one below the current one. So in my case, I have nothing. So we're going to do export path is equal to, and right down here, we can see this example path. Now we'll do home. And I checked that out right to my root home. So it's just going to be flutter /bin :path end quotes. So notice it's in quotes. So from there, it's escape :right, which is W, enter, :q bang to exit. Okay. Now, provided everything was set up correctly, if I close out of this, close on my terminal, and I open my terminal back up again, and I type in flutter -- version, we can see that it found the Flutter home path. And so now what it's going to do is it's going to pull down the Dart SDK. So we can see here we have Flutter version 3.36 and Dart version 3.10. So another command we could run to make sure our environment is set up correctly is flutter doctor. And so for our purposes, we don't care about the Android toolchain or Xcode because we're not going to be developing for iOS. We're going to be strictly developing for the web. The next thing we want to do is check out the diskrot Flutter example app. So the same process as Flutter. So we're going to come over to the code, copy this to our clipboard, then in terminal, I'm checking out everything to a diskrot directory. You can check that out too, wherever you might like. So git clone that, nice and quick. Then we can go into the code itself, do flutter run. And this is just a one-time setup operation. We're running Flutter with the web SDK. And it would help if I use the right directory. So in this case, it's going to be under packages sample. So Flutter run, and we'll choose Chrome. Cool. So this is the our sample app. And if we click this, it should open up login-diskrot.com. And it should recognize the app, and it does. So that's it. So you actually have a functional diskrot app now on your local machine that you can edit in any way you want. And we'll cover that in a different video. But this is just to get you started. So nice and easy.